Guys, it's Deandra here. I think this is going to be uploaded after my The Real Experience video. So if I'm sitting like this, it's going to be a conversation. I didn't think I was going to talk about this because my channel has not really been around fashion commentary, if that makes any sense. It's always just like, oh, here's what I bought, this is what I like, wear and tear, things of that nature, which is all good. But recently there has been a talk on YouTube about this current theme about quiet luxury. And I wasn't going to tune in. I was just really content in listening to everybody's opinions and so forth like that. And I guess I got suckered in. So I don't have anything written down in terms of bullet points that I would like to hit. I'm really just freeballing it. This is just me speaking from my mind, and hopefully someone agrees with me. But I saw, watching a few people that I do like, and I'll literally just mention the top 3 in which really prompt me to, I guess, do this video. One is Hello Catwalk City, Autumn Beckman, and Dale's Addiction. So those 3, all right? They did their own separate videos, and I'll put them down below, link them down, so that you guys can see their counterparts and what they had to say about the topic. But with me looking at everything, I agreed with some points I did not agree, or I had a different take. And I think that kind of stems from perhaps like what your purpose on YouTube is. And I would say for largely, besides, I would say Autumn Beckman, everyone else does it that I've mentioned does it as a hobby. And I would say I fall into that category. With the talks about quiet luxury, as I probably should have written certain things down so I could keep in line with things, as my mind is going all over the place. There's so many points I want to make. Let's go with the title, and as it is it elitist thinking or is it sensible thinking? So one, elitist thinking, and it kind of coincides with the theory of keeping up with the Joneses, if you know that terminology. And why I say that is because you have an array of people on YouTube, you have an array of people in life in which they are gravitated towards certain things for status, to be within a certain crowd, to be acceptable. And then you have a certain amount of people that they just do them. They don't care who they offend. They don't care who likes it. They just do what they do because they are happy doing it. And then you have some people, and when I'm talking about these categories, I'm talking mainly for people who are on the richer side, that have money or things of that nature. So I just mentioned keeping up with the Joneses, doing what they want, irrespective of anybody's beliefs and values. And then there are those that are super critical. They look down on others. They're snobbish. They're just like, I'm here and you're here, which coincides with the keeping up with the Joneses mentality in a sense. It coincides with each other a lot, but with saying I'm here, you're here, I would say it's more so with an old money type of perspective, and keeping up with the Joneses is more of a new money type of perspective, because you're always trying to reach into someone's stratosphere where they're telling you will never reach, because at the end of the day, they're here for several years and you're here. Okay? And I say all of this to say, with those that like to have those levels in terms of, I would say, classism, in terms of where you are in that financial or monetary aspect of your life, with trying to keep you in a certain class, I feel like quiet luxury has been a trend nowadays, especially with the emergence with social media and the concept of luxury being just plastered everywhere to keep their level of their status or just their elitist position, I would say. And that's why I think it falls into elitist thinking. Quiet luxury has evolved more prominently. I'm not saying that it has never been there. I think it's always has been there. 100%. But I think it has evolved or become more prominent in mainstream talks and media and things of that nature to keep perpetuating that notion that we will always be on top. We're always here. We have been here, and you're here. This is not something that you can obtain. This is a lifestyle. Because of that, I feel like, although even for me myself, I am not rich at all, but I would say I've always liked quiet luxury in a sense, or my style, I should say, is more quiet luxury because most of the things that I do buy are not very loud, or in a sense. They're not very loud. Unless I do something colorful, they're not really loud. And I don't like to have a lot of brand names on my items at all. But that's just a personal preference. So I really think it's a way of keeping people in their place and trying to remind them that no matter how much you try, you will never be in our circle. And I feel like also with it coming up in mainstream media, it kind of appeals to people who are trying to get into that circle. It's trying to be in keeping up with the Joneses in a way that, okay, yeah, yes, I can afford Gucci, I can afford this, I can afford that. But not everybody needs to know that I can afford it. I'll still have these high-end pieces and very minimal branding on there. And it shows that I have matured into my my money, pretty much, You have matured into this lifestyle. You're no longer flashy and things of that nature. You have calmed down, pretty much. And perhaps you can be more accepted into these circles because your luxury style is more muted. I have problems with that altogether, irrespective of personal style with fashion. I have a problem with that elitist type of thinking because if you're striving after quiet luxury just to keep up with the Joneses, to be accepted in a particular society and things of that nature, and not because you genuinely rather like that type of fashion sense, there's a problem there, okay? Also, there is a problem with the quote-unquote rich and rich dictating what luxury is. Yes, they have the money, yes, but luxury is different for everyone. So luxury, as some YouTubers have pointed out, for some people, luxury is time with family. You know what I mean? For some people, luxury can be just having time to actually rest and take care of oneself, have a mental health day, things of that nature. That's more that they would want to spend their money on, going on to spas and, having massages and, self-care type of thing. They probably won't deal with fashion so much, but that's still a luxurious aspect to get into and so forth like that. And I feel for quiet luxury, it's almost like the rich telling people how to function day to day, okay? In a sense. And I feel like that is definitely subjective and different for everyone's lifestyle and what they have going on around them. So do I think quiet luxury is elitist thinking? 100%. 100% is definitely trying to keep some sort of social structure between people and also trying to alienate people who have money and who are new to money, and how they navigate through life with the money. But now let's go into sensibility. And this is where I would go into like the different fashion perspectives and personalities and things of that nature. As I said, for me, I'm definitely not a big logo person, but there has been a handful of times where I've seen an item in a monogram print or a particular print that is iconic or known to a particular brand that I do like. And yes, if I do like it and I love it enough, I will buy it. I would say in my whole collection, I have probably 3 bags. I'm putting up the wrong numbers. 3 bags that I would say have iconic print or a lot of logos that can be definitely attributed to a particular brand. And that is encompassing luxury, contemporary, affordable, all of the luxuries. Okay, literally just 3 bags. So I'm definitely not a logo person at all. So I guess you can say I've been doing quiet luxury all my life in a sense. My family has a saying, we're not their billboard, pretty much. I shouldn't be a brand's billboard. I'm not wearing Gap right in front of my chest. Even for something like Gap, we would never buy that at all because we were just not someone's billboard, you know? So it really is a testament to, like, you know, what you were grown around and how your family functioned. And that's just how my family functioned. And so that's how I am naturally. Now, in my family, are there some that they love the logos? 100%. But I say that to say, when we're talking about sensibility, I would say sensibility comes into different factors. Money wise, is it sensible to do quiet luxury? So the monetary aspect of it. 2, the longevity of the item. And you're thinking about longevity, that's mostly correlated to the quality of the item and things of that nature. But I'm saying for usually, why I say longevity, usually quiet luxury is a tie to a classic style with minimal branding. So it's not necessarily on trend. Hence, you will have that item for a longer time in your closet. And the only time, and you technically would not necessarily need to get rid of the item unless you personally fall out in love with the item, or you, honestly, that's literally the only reason. I can't think of another reason for a classic piece you would get rid of it. Yeah, because you literally fell out of love with the item. So that's like a plus in a sense to doing quiet luxury, hence being sensible. So I forgot the first thing that I mentioned. Money. Yes, money, longevity of the item, and then lastly, anonymity. I hope I'm saying that right. Anonymity, because it's minimal branding. You are not exposing yourself out there that you have that you have the money to buy luxury. So in a sense, you're kind of concealing that fact, even though you are carrying luxury, in a sense. So there's more of a safety aspect. So let's say safety reasons rather than anonymity, because obviously I'm struggling to say that word. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Okay, so those are the 3 reasons why it could be sensible to buy quiet luxury. Now, for the monetary aspects, quiet luxury does not necessarily mean that it's going to be cheap. However, if you apply those same principles to regular and contemporary luxury brands and stuff like that, you can get very good items that have very minimal branding, classic lines, structures, and stuff like that. And it'll look like you bought something for $5,000, like from the Row or Metier or, just so many different places. And you really didn't. So if you apply the principles of what quiet luxury kind of goes for in your everyday shopping, you can definitely achieve the look for a lot less. And I'm talking about for bags at least. I say all this to say for in terms of accessories, when you go the and minimal branding and a classic lines approach to your items, you should be able to keep them for a very long time. So that is very appealing to people who do not have money to spend every other minute to keep up on trend with the fashion market. So quiet luxury is very appealing in that sense because to people for everyday life, those who don't have money, and definitely work hard to obtain all these beautiful things that we all love. Auden Beckman, I'm sorry, but it's a really good line. So I say this to say that quiet luxury is also very sensible. I'm not going to lie. For the average everyday person, if you do not care for the fluff and buff with the logos, just all the flashiness that can come with luxury, and that's really a personal preference because some people they love that. They love to see the CCs. They love to see the LV. They love to see the interlocking Gs. They love it. You know what I mean? And I'm just talking about the main fashion houses because those are the iconic logos that you see all over the place. But some people really love to see those things. And listen, I don't get it because I don't feel that way, but I understand that people. Okay, this has been a roller coaster day. My drive ran out of room, so I had to clear space for that. And I just realized that my microphone was just off from the second portion of the video. So I'm doing this for the third time. So I forgot where I last off. I forgot the point that I was making, but I remembered I was at the sensible portion of the video, and I had the three aspects, either for money, longevity, anonymity. I think those are the main points I was honing in, and I was talking about people can have their own personal style where it is definitely a lot more flashy, a lot more loud. And my family, we were always taught not to be anyone's billboard. So I personally, my style has always been more on the quiet luxury end to begin with. So is it sensible to do quiet luxury? Yes, because I think I was making this point before. You can tie all those principles of quiet luxury to just regular modern day items in terms of for accessories, for affordable luxury, regular luxury items. Like you can definitely tie that to things a little bit more on the smaller scale, and you can still look like you spent a lot of money on that item, and the quality will be there just the same. Some may say that quiet luxury can get a little bit boring because quiet luxury, as it's being portrayed, especially in social media, is definitely neutral colors. And if you're not a neutral color person, if you like a little bit of yellows, magenta, electric blue, sky blue, greens, quiet luxury does not really exude those types of colors, whether in clothing or in accessories. Not at all. They're definitely more muted tones for sure. If you're going to do color, it's definitely going to be on a muted scale where it may be a pale yellow. Okay, probably something in the back, all the color behind here of my wall. You know what I mean? Those types of colors, black, browns, taupes, what to call again? Possibly a cognac color, to spice it up a little bit. But if you're going to be talking about, and also grays, but if you're going to be talking about striking colors, no, quiet luxury does not exude that. That's also on the aspect of being a bit loud in a sense. So not only with the monogramming and branding, but also the color choices that you choose. In that sense, I definitely don't do quiet luxury in that sense. Definitely when it comes to quiet luxury, you would have to pick and choose what elements of it you're going to take depending on your style. But the sensibility aspect of it in terms of for money, you can definitely apply those aspects of quiet luxury and not break the bank. However, if you are in money and want to pay those high-end prices to keep up with this new quiet luxury trend, you do have your expensive options out there. So yes, this is me here, Deandra Bolton, talking about my perspective on quiet luxury. It is definitely a topic that has been trending nowadays, and I hope you're able to understand my perspective. Not saying that the people or the other two YouTube videos that I've seen are wrong. I just wanted to kind of go a step further besides why it's coming up about, because there's been lots of theories about why is this trending and what's going on. And I also feel like we need to go a little bit deeper. Like, this is a little bit of control here. You know what I mean? A little, and I feel like if depending on what you're going into luxury for, you may not care, or you do care about the trends. And so just something for you guys to think about. Sorry if I rambled a bit, but yes, this is my viewpoints. I hope that you guys are having a good day wherever you are. Comment down below. I really want to hear your perspectives. I hope I was able to stay on track at times. I'm sorry, my head, I had so many points I wanted to make, and they were all coming at me at once, and I was like, stay on point, stay on point. But yes, I hope you were able to keep up with me. And as again, welcome if you are new, and welcome back if you are returning. I hope to see you guys again. Bye-bye.